All right, what's up, guys? So my camera died on me during the discussion part, so I'm gonna just finish that up. I only missed like a couple seconds of the discussion, but I think I was talking about Zuko and Azula's Agni Kai, right? And I think I was mentioning that. So Azula, in those 4 episodes, the last 2 to 3 episodes, right? She was losing herself mentally. Now I don't know why, but she had a mental breakdown all of a sudden. So I don't know if it was because of the pressure of becoming Fire Lord, or I don't know. A lot of different factors went into it, right? Because when Zuko and Katara got there, Azula challenged them to the Agni Kai 1 versus 1, and obviously it's a hype moment, but I think we all know that Azula would win a 1v1 versus Zuko, because Azula's a firebending prodigy, right? She's a firebending prodigy. She would have taken out Zuko, but Zuko notices that something's off about her, and he even mentions it. He's like, because Katara's like, "What are you doing? You even told your uncle that you can't take Azula 1-on-1." But he mentions something that she's not herself. She lost herself a little bit, and we saw that the entire time before that even happened. When she got rid of the Dali, got rid of the girl because of the little cherry pick inside of the cherry, little seed inside the cherry. Got rid of the two twin grandma sisters. Thank God they didn't remove their clothes, because shit, you would have heard that from me. I would have gone off. But yeah, she got rid of 3 important parts of her. Well, not 3. The girl doesn't matter, but the Dai, her protectors, she got rid of them. And then also they had the little mirror scene, right? Kind of copying what the first Spider-Man movie did with the Green Goblin. For anybody that's seen it, you know what I'm talking about. The Green Goblin mirror scene, where she was imagining her mother being there, right? And they were having a conversation of, she was losing herself. She wanted to cut her hair or something, right? She's like, "Okay, here, take this." And then the mother just appears out of nowhere, and they start talking, and the mother tells her that she loves her and stuff like that. And Azula doesn't believe it. She's like, "You're lying," yada, yada, yada. Breaks the mirror, and there she starts crying. And so, yeah, man, what a freaking amazing Agni Kai. What an Agni Kai, bro. I mean, it's pretty sad also because they're siblings, right? Brother and sister fighting each other. I don't think Zuko was trying to kill Azula at all, but Azula was trying to kill Zuko for sure. She was trying to kill Zuko, which is pretty sad, because they're both siblings, and I mean, they've been together since book 2, right? Book 2 up to book 3, chapter 10 and 11, right? They were together. Then all of a sudden Zuko turned and stuff like that. So yeah, they had like more than a book and a half together, working together with the Fire Nation, working with Ozai, and now it led to this moment. The final Agni Kai between Azula and Zuko, and man, that has to be one of the greatest scenes in animation history, in TV series, doesn't matter. I mean, just even thinking about the live action series that they're thinking about, they have to do that battle justice, man. Because if they don't, oh man, everybody's gonna go off. And bet your ass, I'm gonna go off. Because that final Agni Kai, oh my god. First of all, the music was freaking amazing. I don't know if there's an Avatar soundtrack or not, but I need to get that song, because that is, oh my god, like no words, nothing. During the whole battle, no words. All you hear is just music, and you hear like small little touches of the fire just burning, going, right? You see the amount of fire. They gave us a big old wide view of what was it? Was that Ba Sing Se, or was it? That was the Fire Nation. Yeah, that was the Fire Nation where they were fighting at. Fire Nation capital. Yeah. I'm just looking at the Avatar fandom wiki, because I don't want to forget stuff, right? That was the Fire Nation capital where they were fighting at, and they gave us a big old wide view of it, which was freaking beautiful. You see how big the city was, but then also you see the enormity of the fire, right? You see those big old fires just coming out in the air, and especially when they were close, the amount of fire that they had right now because of Sozin's Comet. Sozin's Comet's able to give them the power of 100 suns. Like, that's so crazy, man. Like, we even saw that when there were like regular firebenders in the airships with Sokka, when they were trying to take him and Toph down. Like, one little firebender, a regular dude, freaking put out an amazing display of firebending. So, yeah, you can't even imagine what type of power Azula and Zuko had at that moment. Right, and the battle was beautiful. They were moving around, stuff like that. It was absolutely amazing choreography. And then Azula just trips, right? She trips. First instance, she takes an L in the battle. And, Zuko immediately challenges her. Like, what, you're not going to do lightning? You're afraid I'm going to redirect it? She's like, I'll show you lightning. So freaking cool, man. I love Azula. And, yeah, like, in that moment, like, you notice freaking Katara in the background, right? She's in the foreground. And shit, man, she risked Zuko's life. Not even her life. She risked Zuko's life. Because Azula noticed that. You can see that. I love that front facial point of view that they gave us of Azula, where she notices Zuko, but then she turns her eye to Azula and she's like, oh, I got her. I got something for you. And she throws the lightning. He's already prepared, right? He already started breathing and started doing the movement. And she throws the lightning straight at Katara. I was about to say Azula. Why was I about to say Azula? Straight at Katara. And I low-key thought freaking Zuko died because he took that thing straight in the chest. But when I rewatched that scene, he actually like protects his chest, right? And then afterwards, when he's done, he twitches a little bit on the ground. You see the lightning shoot up in the air, and it's, oh my god, that was a lot of energy that was going through that little lightning strike, because so much lightning went up into the sky. Obviously, during the reaction, I thought, oh shit, Zuko bit the dust. I was like, no, he was doing so good, right? And obviously, he's on the ground. He can't defend himself anymore. Then Azula starts going after Katara. And, that was a good battle also. Now, obviously, Katara was just defending herself, running away. Trying to maneuver herself through the palace, capital, whatever that was. Using the pillars to protect herself. And then she goes under the roof of a little building, right? A little corridor. She notices that there's water underneath that metal. And as Azula's coming in, I think Katara dodges an attack or pulls Azula. I can't remember what she does. And then just as she's about to strike her, I don't know if it's with fire or lightning, I don't know what it was, but she's about to strike her, like right there. She's like less than a foot away from her. Freaking Katara, freaking my badass waterbender, my baby girl Katara, uses the water from underneath, freezes both of them, and then oh my god, and then she's able to do a technique where she's able to defrost herself, right? She does some little thing with her nose, bubbles start coming out, and goes to her body. She's able to move around, chain her up, and put her on the ground. Like, man, that's such a badass move from Katara. Damn, man, Katara's so freaking badass. And just to see her growth, like I always mention, from book one, trying to catch that fish in that boat in the first episode, to now, where she's a water bending master. Such an amazing character growth for her, amazing character arc, right, for Katara. And let's see if I'm not missing anything. Yeah, and then when they get chained up, it's such a sad scene also, because you can see that Azula has a mental problem, because she's just going crazy, spitting fire from her mouth, wailing around. She even starts crying. Like, I mean, like crying. Like, this is like hardcore crying. And you could see the face on Katara, that she's like worried, but she also feels pity for her, right? And I think Zuko feels pity for her also, because that's his sister at the end of the day, and I'm pretty sure Zuko wasn't trying to kill her. She was, but he definitely wasn't. He was just trying to take her down. That's it. But yeah, so Azula got got locked up by the chains, and I don't know what the hell happened to her. They didn't show her at all afterwards. So I don't know. You guys let me know what the hell happened to her in the comments, and because I know there's comics of Avatar. I don't know if it's actually explored there or anything, but I know there's a bunch of comics for Avatar, and I'm trying to cover them also. But yeah, I didn't miss anything in the battle. Nah, it's just they look upon Azula. Right here it says Zuko and Katara silently look upon what has become of the once mighty Azula with pity. And yeah, man, such a tragic ending for Azula, man. She still, regardless of what the hell happened and what she was trying to do to Zuko, I still like her. She's a badass character, and I don't mean like her actions. I don't like her actions, right? Because I wouldn't defend them, but you can't deny how great of a villain she is. She's easily, I mean, I guess for anybody that's watched the show, for me personally, easily top 10 villain all time. Because Azula, I mean, the way Grey Delisle played her voice acting, the emotion she put into it, especially for this final episode, wow. Absolutely amazing character arc for Azula also. She's easily my top 5 characters. Not my favorite character, top 5. Maybe the 5th spot. Right? But man, and then let's see what else. What else happened in that episode? So much freaking happened those 4 episodes. But this last one, part 4, Avatar Aang. I mean, when I read the title Avatar Aang, I'm like, oh shit, my boy's about to go to the Avatar state. But he was locked. He had that chakra locked up. But we saw what happened to him. Let me see. I don't miss anything. Yeah, that's just the battle between Aang and everybody, right? Oh, we have a little bit of the bossing say. Yeah, all right. So in the bossing say, Jesus Christ, man. I think I mentioned in the previous little bit of discussion that was left of that one before my camera died, but I'll mention it again. Uncle Iroh blows down the wall bossing saying one blow, man. One blow. Like nothing. My guy just straight up does a Frieza type move with the fire. Has a little ball of fire, turns into some huge old thing, fire blasts it, breaks down the whole wall. Zhang is able to fly around like freaking Iron Man with a little flame, pull up a whole big old wall. Master Piandao and Paku working together to take out the Fire Nation soldiers also was freaking cool, with Paku creating a wave, making it into ice, Piandao coming down the ice, slicing and dicing all the weapons. That was freaking cool as hell. So all the old masters were badass. Boomy was taking on people also, which was freaking badass. I think I mentioned in one of the other reactions in the discussion, but we saw how Boomy escaped obviously from damn, I can't remember the saying. The city. Shit, I can't remember, but whatever. You guys know what city. He took his city back and he waited until the eclipse happened, and he just went badass, man. He took down all the freaking buildings, started destroying everything, destroyed the bridge so then they can't come through again. Boomy's just a badass, absolute badass. Let's see what else happens. The rest of it was just Ozai and Aang, right? Yeah, so the rest of it is Aang and Ozai. And oh my god, man, this freaking final battle between Fire Lord Ozai, or the Phoenix King Ozai, whatever you call it. I don't know. I'm still gonna call him Fire Lord Ozai, but Fire Lord Ozai and Aang. I think we ended the previous episode with Aang inside the rock, right? And he was protecting himself, and Ozai just keeps on firing him, keeps on doing fire into the rock, and obviously the rock is gonna protect him for only so long. And yeah. Oh no, okay, before that, let's talk about the airship. So obviously Sokka had an amazing plan. Use one of the airships and just airship slice. Just go on, slice all the airships. They miss one, but I forgot what happens, and then they end up attacking the other one. Oh yeah, Toph moves the little sail type thing, makes it crash into the other one. Suki gets lost on one, but she survives, so thank God Suki still survives. She still got bad jokes, but she survives. And then, yeah, like I said, like I was mentioning with the power of 100 Sons of Fire Nation soldier attacks them on the ship. They fall down, and yeah, they evade the attack. And as they're falling down, Sokka uses his sword, right, on the side of the ship. They're falling down, they're left dangling on the damn edge, and oh man, they played with my emotions there, because I seriously thought they were about to die. Because Sokka uses his oh my god, man, how am I blanking? All right, boomerang. God damn it, I don't know how I'm blanking, but uses his boomerang to ward off some of them, and uses the sword to cut the other little docking thing that they had right there to lose them. But then more firebenders come out, and freaking Sokka tells Toph, I think this is it, and Toph starts crying and watering. I'm like, oh no, they can't kill them. But baby girl Suki comes to the rescue, pilots the other one, and they're able to land on land. So that was freaking good. That one played with my emotions. I thought Toph and Sokka were about to bite dust, and if they bit dust, I would have been wrecked. But yeah, man, such an amazing moment for all three of them. Obviously, I wish we could have got a little bit more Suki during the whole show. That's probably one of my complaints about the show, is that I wish we could have got more Suki, because she's a badass warrior, man. I wish we could have got more of her, because I like her. She's a great freaking character. But that was a great moment between Toph and Toph freaking went off on them on the first airship, freaking putting metal around her, beating everybody up, putting them in metal. That was freaking badass also. And Sokka Sokka making plans to take out all the airships was freaking smart as hell. And yeah, now we move on to the main crescendo, the main course. Fire Lord Ozai, Avatar Aang fighting together. Oh my god, man. So like I was saying, Ozai keeps on hitting the rock. And eventually, of course, the rock is going to erode. It's going to be destroyed. And he charges one last one. Hits the freaking rock. Breaks it. Aang goes flying back. And bam, gets hit right in the chakra, right? Like a rock went straight up right in that same spot. And during that moment, like rocks fall on top of him. Yeah, and then with the collision, I guess the chakra gets unblocked, right? Because he's able to go into the avatar state, and then Aang gets that vision. He sees all the avatars, and then bam, and obviously Ozai doesn't know this at that moment, that the avatar state has been activated, and I don't think they even know that it's been locked up at all, right? So he didn't even realize that the avatar hasn't even gone to the avatar state yet. But it's so freaking cool, because then Ozai's talking to him, like mocking him, and then bam, just pulls him, grabs him by the little beard that he has, and pulls him down. And then slowly through the rocks, you see the arrow coming up, and oh shit, so freaking hype, man. When I tell you, I got hyped for that. When I rewatched this episode, oh shit, boy, I still get hyped. I'm gonna rewatch this show immediately. But yeah, he pulls him up. The tattoos are going, and let's go, baby. It's game time now. Avatar Aang is here. But yeah, Ozai tries to do the little karate chop thing with the fire. Aang blocks in, like, bro, the amount of fire that was in that freaking karate chop, Jesus Christ. Ozai was freaking, he had so much power in that moment during the not the eclipse, the comet, Sozin's comet. But yeah, freaking amazing display of bending by Aang. Aang creates this little, I don't even know what the hell it was, a shield type thing where he has like air around him. Then makes fire and goes around. It's super cool. I'll put an image up right here talking about it, but showing it. But he has the air around him. Little fire goes around him. Then he starts getting the water in Earth. Water starts going around inside. Earth starts going inside the air bubble thing. And he just starts pretty much wrecking everything, right? There's this moment where Ozai freaking makes this like fire whip things. I don't know if it's during this moment or not, but Aang it is during this moment. And Aang shoots like air or water, I don't know which element it was, right in the middle, and just destroys it. And then he starts going crazy. Aang starts going crazy. But yeah, all of that stuff starts happening. There's a moment where Ozai's going through the canyon, right? There's like a little pillar canyon type thing, and freaking Aang just has like earth bending, shoots rocks like a freaking machine gun, destroys everything. There's a moment also where a cool ass moment where Aang shoots like a blast of air into like this huge old piece of rock, and it absolutely erodes everything just to show you the amount of power that's in that airbending at that moment. And then we get to that moment where Aang starts roaring, which is freaking badass as hell, where he like fire comes out of his mouth, out of his limbs, and then they start following. They start going to Ozai, which is so freaking cool, man. The camera work in that battle was absolutely amazing. And to think that this was, when was this made? Let me see. Let me see. When did this air? 2008, July 19, 2008. Damn, a little bit after my birthday. Oh, that's cool. Shit, let me go back to the page. So yeah, 2008, man. That's amazing. I love the camera work. I like, one of the things that I love about like fight choreography and stuff like that is the camera work. If you can make the camera believe that you're actually there fighting, that's how you make a good fight. And obviously the music during this moment was freaking amazing. So freaking badass. But yeah, he shoots the fire out of his damn mouth, and all his limbs starts going off. Like I said, breaking all the things with the earth bending when he's going through the canyon. But yeah, and that's the moment when he starts making the little air shield thing with the, yeah, whatever it is. I put up the picture already. They keep on fighting. Aang is chasing after him the entire time. Then the stuff with Azula happens. Then they keep on trying. Ozai keeps on evading everything. He gets crushed with 2 stones. Ozai counterattacks it. Oh yeah. Then as when they're escaping, freaking Aang just uses the water bending, right? Water bending, grabs his leg, pulls him up in the air, slams him onto the ground, and then he starts coming up, and then he starts talking, and like I'm pretty sure that was like all the Avatar voices speaking, because that wasn't only Aang, like Father Ozai, da da da, you're gonna pay for all this, and then boom, he starts getting all the 4 elements, right? And you know, in this moment, during the reaction, I'm like, oh shit, he's actually gonna do it, you know, because he learned from being on the lion turtle thing, from the air nomad avatar, the water one, Kyoshi and Roku, that yo, you gotta forget your ideals. You gotta do what's best for the world, and if what's best for the world is killing him, you gotta kill Fire Lord Ozai. So in this moment, I'm like, oh my god, he's about to do it. He's about to kill Ozai. They're about to show us a death, an actual death, because you know Aang mentioned, I think in the previous episode before this or the one before that one, like I never killed anybody, or I think it was the first one of the 4-parter when they were still in the house. Yeah, it was on that episode. He's never killed anybody. When they were when Toph was using the earthbending to like pretend to be Fire Nation soldiers, it was during that part where Aang is like, I never killed anybody. So they're about to show us Aang, a young boy, air nomad, someone who believes in his ideals that he was taught by the monks, that he's about to kill somebody, right? In cold blood, pretty much. Because I mean, regardless of what way you think about it, even though he's doing good for the world, he's still murdering someone, right? And it's so freaking cool because he gets the air, water, earth, fire all into one little spiral thing that he had, like an arrow, starts coming down. You're like, oh shit, here it comes. And then whoosh, you know, the avatar state goes off, right? And he's back to himself. And boom, hits him with water. You know, just water just splashes on top of him, and Noza's like, even with all the power in the world, you're still weak. And then he's about to firebend. And then bam, that's where Toph's lessons of learning how to listen to the earth comes into play. So freaking badass scene, man. Like, and then boom, when he attacks, boom, earth comes up, locks his hand up, locks the other one up, and pulls it down. He's locked up like that. And then this is where I need Wiki, because I don't know what the hell happened here. Obviously the lion turtle taught him something. right? Hold on, let me just get to that part where it starts talking about. Yeah, so the lion turtle starts talking, and obviously we saw in the first or second episode when the lion turtle's talking to him. He's telling about when the light meets the darkness, or yada yada yada, something. But then in this part, the lion turtle says something else, like we don't bend the energy, we bend something, the soul or something. I can't remember what the hell he said, man. Like, they gotta make that voice clear. But if any of you guys can tell me what he said in the comments, please let me know, because I want to learn it, what the hell happened. So let me just read this. I'll just read it. So Aang remembers what the lion turtle taught him and uses the technique to bend Ozai's inner energy. Okay, so bending the energy. All right, so I was right. I said soul, but it was energy. Okay, so I remember that part. The lion turtle was like, we used to bend, or we didn't bend the elements. We bend the energy. So then that's what happened, because that episode with the lion turtle, when it ended, when he's like, he will come or something, right? And he leaves him there in Ba Sing Se. He does the little 2-finger thing. Oh, for him it's just one paw, but the 2-finger thing, like Aang did to Ozai. I'll put a picture of that also right here. Where he puts a finger in the forehead, one in the chest, and like Aang lights up with green light, right? And that's all that happens. But then here, Aang does the exact same thing to Ozai. Hits him, well, I don't know. He does like some little bending thing that happened. I don't know if he was attacking him or not, but it looked like he was doing like fire bending. Puts one in the forehead. I'm looking at the picture on the wiki. One in the chest. But he doesn't say anything. He just starts lighting up. Aang starts turning blue. Ozai starts turning like a reddish orange, right? Lights start coming out of Aang's eyes, Ozai's eyes, and then Ozai starts. Yeah, that's when Ozai turns orange. Then Aang starts turning orange, and all right. So it says right here, Aang remembers what the lion turtle told him, using the technique to bend Ozai's inner energies, risking being totally destroyed himself, right? You know, because I said the lion turtle was saying during that moment that, you know, you have to be clean or something, like your spirit has to be clean. And obviously my boy Aang, he's the nicest, cleanest person that you ever meet in your life. His soul is good to the very end. His soul is good. Like, he could have killed this dude, but he decides not to, because he learns this power from the lion turtle to bend the energy, apparently, right? The energy. And oh man, that scene is so freaking badass. Like, obviously it's a little confusing, right? Like, what the hell happens? But like, reading this, I'm like, okay, so he's bending the energy, and then it says a pillar of blue light shoots into the sky, right? Like I mentioned, similar to the beam of light that appeared when Aang was freed from the iceberg. Oh shit, yeah, it is, huh? That is the same light that came from the iceberg. Alright, so exhausted from the ordeal, Ozai pathetically tries to attack Aang again, but finds out he cannot firebend at all, which is freaking crazy, right? Because in that moment we know, because he attacks but nothing happens, and he just falls down. So he can't hurt any, and then Aang tells him, I've removed the firebending, so he can't hurt anybody anymore. And then demonstrating his newfound power, his newfound control over the Avatar state. Oh yeah, that's freaking cool, awesome. I think I mentioned that in the reaction also, was that Aang finally learned how to control the Avatar state. Because all before, the finale of book 1, the beginning of book 2, when he's getting attacked by that Earth Nation general, weather time, in the desert, when Katara calms him down, the moment where Azula shoots him with the lightning, Avatar state, what else? Damn it. I can't remember anything else. I'm probably missing something. With Roku, the episode with Roku also. But yeah, pretty much he was able to go into the Avatar state, but he's not able to control it, right? Because in this part right here that it's mentioning, at the end of the episode where everything's still lit on fire, like, he lights up, and the music is, fuck man, that shit hits you right in the feels, because you're like, oh my god, my boy Aang, he's a true Avatar now. Like even right now, I'm tearing up a little bit because that was such a powerful moment. But yeah, Aang is able to uses the Avatar state and it lights up for like 1 or 2 seconds and bam, he's normal. His eyes are normal, no lighting, nothing. He controls the Avatar state now. He's a full-on Avatar. He doesn't need no more lessons, and he just brings up the water to cool everything down. Then uses earthbending, right? Uses earthbending. Yeah, uses water to rise the tide. And then Momo flies back and lands on his shoulder. You know, kind of like the intro of Avatar, right? Where he's just like in that badass stance. Fuck, man, I fucking love this show. Then obviously Sokka, Toph, and Suki meet up with Aang, and Aang, you know, Sokka's thinking he's amazing because Sokka's just funny as hell. He's like, oh my god, I can't believe what you did. You were like, and they're like, and Fire was like, oh, right. And I just enjoy that. And then they were like, how'd you do it? And then he tells them, I took off his firebending. They were like, where'd you learn that? I learned it from my lion tamer. I was like, man, you have some crazy adventures when you're by yourself. I think that's what Toph said. And then obviously they start taunting Fire Lord Ozai, calling him a loser lord, and then Suki tries, but she fails. Toph calls him the Phoenix King of getting his butt whooped, and Suki tries, and she's like, yeah, king of the guys who don't win, right? And that's another joke on like Katara being there and trying to joke also, and you know, killing the mood, but it's still funny, man. It's still funny. And then afterwards we move on. I see it says here the next day. Okay, I thought it was maybe like a little time skip maybe, but they're at the Fire Nation Palace. Zuko's trying to dress himself for his coronation as Fire Lord. Fuck, man. Yo, that's a crazy character arc also for Zuko, because damn, son, you know, from book 1 trying to regain his spot as prince, you know, with a false mission of trying to find the Avatar, because all his past family members tried for 100 years to find him, and he thinks that he'll be the one to find him, which is absolutely sad that Ozai sends his own son to go do that shit. But hey, end of the day, Zuko learns his lesson. He's being crowned Fire Lord. May shows up. Their relationship is back. They have a kiss and warns them not to break up ever again. Yeah, I don't know if that's the right girl for you, brother. But yeah, everyone's reunited. The Fire Nation capital city. You see, and what I love about that part there is also obviously Katara and Sokka have a reunion back with Hakoda. Tells him how he's the proudest dad in the world. How the mom would be proud of them too. And then we see freaking the Kyoshi warriors come out, right, with Suki and everybody. And then you hear Ty Lee in the background. You're like, oh shit, Ty Lee. Ty Lee joined them because they were in jail together. So that's what happened with them. May and Ty Lee went to prison, and you know, they became friends. She taught him how to do the chi blocking. That's what she said. Yeah, chi blocking lessons. And then she joined the crew and they became best friends forever, like she said. But yeah, man, I just love that moment with Zuko and Aang before they go out and they hug each other, right? And okay, so this is a cool moment right here. So it says right here, before his coronation, Zuko, now clad in the robes of the Fire Lord, approaches Aang, who dons the attire of an airbending master. Okay, so that robe that he had with the little airbending medallion thing, that's an airbending master attire. Oh, that's freaking cool. I didn't know that. Okay, that's freaking cool. I knew that was a new wardrobe change, but I was like, yo, my man had got some drip going on right now. He's looking fire. So that's an airbending master attire. Okay, that's cool. And you know, they started talking about how their lives were so different from a year prior, noting that he was still in a block of ice. Yeah, man, this is so crazy that within this timeline of a year, all this happens. And then Zuko starts telling Aang that everything's gonna be different now. They're gonna rebuild the world together. They hug. The coronation begins. And then Zuko tells all the people, which one of the parts that I love is that you have all the nations there. You have Fire Nation, the Earth Nation, the Water Nation. And obviously, the only people that are missing the Air Nomads, which is the only sad part. But like, it's such a beautiful scene there with the coronation that you have all three nations, all the nations pretty much, except for Air Nomads, are being represented there during the coronation. So that's a cool moment. I love that. Even though it might be like a little small little detail, but you see the red, the green, the blue. Such a cool moment. But also the character arc in that moment. You know, back in book 1, I don't remember what episode it was. It was like near the jet episode where Aang told him. Was it the jet episode or was that in book 2 already? I can't remember, but the little conversation that they had, like, you know, in the past we could have been friends, right? And that was the line that he hit him with, and Zuko shoots fire at him and Aang runs away. Like, bro, from that moment, right, from Zuko hating this dude, hating Aang, to try to capture him, to bring him to his father, regain his honor, his destiny, which he ended up learning that wasn't his destiny. Just like Uncle Iroh learned that he wasn't meant to take down Ba Sing Se. He was supposed to liberate it from the Fire Nation. What an amazing moment, man. You know, especially when they hug. What an amazing character growth and character arc for both of them, right? Especially Zuko. You know, that's such a touching moment between them. So, yeah, man, they're friends now. They're going to rebuild the world together, bring peace and liberty and justice to the entire world. And, you know, then Zuko gets the little thing on top of his hair, the crown prince thing, and everybody starts cheering. Then we go to the jail cell where Ozai is. So Ozai got locked up. Got a little cheap bed in prison, you know, like he deserves. And that, I think it's the same prison where Uncle Iroh was, because it looked like the same exact place. But yeah, then Father Oz is like, oh, the new Fire Lord graces me with his presence, right? And Zuko comes in and pretty much tells him that he should be happy that Aang left him alive. He tells him that the banishment was the best thing that ever happened to him. It put him out to the right path. And he hopes that perhaps being in prison, it will give Ozai the same chance for redemption, which I don't fucking think so. Ozai is he's just an evil egg, pretty much. Then it says right here, Ozai sees through Zuko's purpose and asks why is he really visiting him, and then bam, we get hit with it. Zuko tells him, "Where is my mother?" And I thought we were gonna get something, but of course, the episode was about to end. So damn. Hits him with the where is his mother, Ursa. That's his mother's name, Ursa. Where his mother Ursa is. So yeah, hopefully that's covered in the comics also, because I mean, why else would they tease something like that and then just leave it, not even say anything, right? Then we go to Ba Sing Se, the ending of it. You know, the world is peaceful. You see the little kids playing in the streets, playing like football with the for my American people, the soccer ball with the earth bending. You know, they're all happy. They're all playing in the streets, which is all freaking cool. Yeah, and it says the Fire Nation tanks that Bumi destroyed are being used by the children for earth bending games. Oh, okay, that's a cool little thing. At the Jasmine Dragon. Also, this is a time skip here then, because Iroh said when he was talking about destiny is our friend, right? He's saying at the end of the war, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna reopen my tea shop. And I'm going to play Pai Sho for the rest of my days. So he opened up the Jasmine Dragon. That's his tea shop, I'm guessing. Right? And Zuko's helping serve tea to the gang. You see May and Iroh there with all the crew, which is so freaking amazing, man. Who would have thought May from like book 2 trying to hit them all with darts with Azula is now their friend, and now they're all hanging out together to, you know, like this. It's so freaking crazy. Obviously Sokka's drawing. It was pretty funny talking about the hair lopes, his hair, Zuko being like, my hair's not that spiky. May saying she looks like a man. Suki's firebending. She's like, why'd you draw me firebending? I thought it looked more cooler. So freaking funny. And Iroh has a big stomach. Tells them they trim down. And then Toph tells them that she thinks they all look perfect, which is a joke. The last blind joke of the show, which is, I love the blind jokes that they had in the show. That they can, that, and the Toph is cool with it. I love that she just accepts it. And then we get to the moment. We get to that last scene. You know, Aang steps out. You know, because he's so happy. He's so happy seeing the peace now, seeing all these people join together from different nations together, being friends and friendly, talking. So Aang goes down to the balcony, looks at the sunset. And it's such a beautiful sunset, man. Like, damn, that's like a Clone Wars type of ending. For any people that watch Star Wars and Clone Wars, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Seeing the landscape and seeing the sunset, the sky, such a beautiful. The way they drew that thing was chef's kiss, absolutely beautiful. But yeah, then we get to the final moment, man. Aang smiling. They step outside to go pet Appa, it says. Yeah, and then Katara follows him. And, you know, fuck. Fucking getting emotional just thinking about it. Because I could just hear the music inside my head right now. Ding, 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 ding. Something like that. It was like something along those lines the song goes. I could hear it in my head right now, man. Fuck. God damn, that's such a beautiful scene. Then obviously I was asking for it. I'm like, yo, please give me Michael Tang moment, man. End this show how it's supposed to be ended. And shit. Damn, even talking about it, I got emotional, bro. Fuck me. Such a beautiful show. But yeah, they embrace together, they hug. Then they both looking at each other in the eye and they kiss, man. And damn, my boy shot his shot all the way back in book 1. Boy in the Iceberg shot his shot, telling her if she wanted to go penguin sledding, right? And yeah, man, 3 seasons later, my man won the girl, won her over. You know, because during the battle of Black Sun, you know, Katara was confused still. She's like, I don't know. And even until the very end, right here with the play that was happening, she was like, I don't know, I'm confused because we're in war pretty much, and she doesn't know how to feel right now. She doesn't know if it's the right time to pursue this. But now the piece is here. Such an amazing ending, man. Fuck me. Oh shit. I'm gonna rewatch this again today, just for that. But yeah, such a beautiful embrace by them. You know, they end up kissing. Katanga's confirmed. Sorry for all my Zutara people out there. I know Dante Bosco's Zutara also, because I've seen some of his merch that he has that it says Zutara. So, yeah, man. So freaking cool. Beautiful ending. Beautiful cherry on top of the cake. Beautiful ending to the show. And then the music starts playing. Dun, 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 dun. I think that was the song. But it was, oh no, it was like, dun, dun, dun. You know what song it is. I could hear it in my head, but I can't hum it out. But yeah, freaking beautiful ending to the show, man. What an amazing 3 seasons. Amazing character growth and character arcs. And obviously we're going to have a Q&A for this. We can really go in, start talking about character arcs and moments. Start talking about characters, Sokka, Aang, Zuko, Azula, Katara, Toph, and all of them. Beautiful show by Michael Dante DiMartino, Brian Konietzko, Joaquim Dos Santos directing it. You know, and all the voice actors, Zach Tyler Eisen as Aang, Mae Whitman as Katara, Jack DeSena, Sokka, also in The Dragon Prince. Check out that show. He's freaking hilarious in that one also. Jesse Flower as Toph, Dante Bosco obviously as my boy Prince Zuko. D. Bradley Baker as Appa and Momo, my guy from Clone Wars, absolute legend. Mark Hamill as the Phoenix King. Ozai Greg Baldwin as Uncle Iroh. He's the replacement, right? He came in after damn, what was his name? Mako? I think his name was Mako, right? From Tales of Ba Sing Se. If I pronounce it wrong, I'm sorry, but I think that was Mako. You know what? Let me just search it. Yeah, Mako. Okay, yeah, I was right. It was only during this last scene with Uncle Iroh where I truly did notice that it wasn't Mako. Like, hey, I slimmed down. You know, when he tells him that he was losing weight. That even sound like Iroh right now, what I just did. That sounded like freaking Watto from Star Wars. Episode 1 Watto. God damn. But yeah, go through everybody else. Kevin Michael Richardson is the Lion Turtle. Andre Sogliuzzo for Hakoda. Cricket Lay for May. Olivia Hack as Ty Lee. Jenny Kwong as Suki. Gray Delisle. Beautiful performance as Azula, just like everybody else. And yeah, man, what a freaking amazing show. thank you guys for joining me, truly. And honestly, thank you so much for the support. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the reactions as much as I enjoyed watching this show, because I'm gonna rewatch this show who knows how many times, just like I've seen Vikings so many times, Game of Thrones so many times. Just like these amazing TV shows, I'm gonna rewatch this so many times. I have the Blu-ray, so I'm gonna watch that who knows how many times. But yeah, such an amazing show, beautiful music to end this 4-parter. And yeah, man, I don't know what else to talk about. We got some other moments in the 4-parter which were important. I think I mentioned like a lot of it, like the lion turtle, him learning from all the 4 avatars. I'm guessing before him. I know 3 of them were before him. I don't know about the airbending one, but pretty much just they're all telling him to kill the Fire Lord, and in the end, Aang learns a lesson from the lion turtle that he's still able to defeat the Fire Lord, end this tyranny, but also not go against his ideals as a monk. So beautiful ending. Like I said, we can go more in depth during a Q&A that we can do, or maybe even live stream something. Hopefully, maybe if I can learn how to do that shit, cause I don't know. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for joining me. What an amazing show. Thank you for interacting with me in the comments as well. And yeah, we're gonna need a show now to replace Avatar. I think I'm gonna take a little break between Avatar and Legend of Korra. I was gonna say Katara, Legend of Korra. Just to wait it out, because I don't know if it's the right choice or not, but just to not go from one show straight to the other one. Give it its time for this to like saturate within me and my soul. But yeah, we're gonna need a show, so hopefully we're gonna put out a little message on the show and on Patreon to vote for a new show. And yeah, man, thank you guys so much for joining me. Like I said, like and comment the video here. I'll make a separate video where or probably during the reaction, I'll put it right there for everybody to put down their questions for the finale Q&A. And yeah, man, what an amazing show. Oh, it's sad really that the show is over now, right? But now I can rewatch it as many times as I want, and binge it if I want it now. It's like, oh shit, man. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I probably said that like 5 times already. I don't even know. Thank you for watching the discussion. For those of you that watched the discussions and watched the entire thing, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And yeah, man, move on now to a new show. Move on to Legend of Korra also. And yeah, what an amazing journey for Avatar: Last Airbender. Easily, now that the show is over, top 5 shows ever for me. I don't know what place I put it in, because I love some other shows also. But yeah, easily top 5. Wow. Damn, man, I can't believe it's over. But all right, guys, hopefully you guys enjoy the discussion. Remember, subscribe, like, share, comment your thoughts below, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace.